them up to their varsity football team. And that's going to be key for Coach Jacob Doss's future here at Windermere and the future of the program.
Stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com post-game show where we'll select our player of the game as well as wrap up all the action from this ball game. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. If you guys want to tweet about the games that you're watching, any of the games that you're watching, be sure to use the hashtag PlayOn so that you guys can stay trending with us. Our broadcast, you can catch any of these games all the way from the West Coast all the way to the East Coast. Kyle, Windermere Prep out to the schools out in San Diego and California, all over the United States.
Yeah, absolutely. Play On Sports, we do a great job covering high school football across the country here. And you can really watch high school football in 3 different time zones throughout your Friday evenings. Start here with a 5 o'clock kickoff Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast. And you can actually move your way all the way out till 10 p.m. Eastern Time. You'll get those 7 o'clock high school football games out on the West Coast. It's going to be interesting right now. Boogie Mills going out of the game. We may see more of a dose from Joe Bowden in running the football, and we'll see if Father Lopez elects to go to the passing game. They have an outlet out there in Ryan Moen who can catch the football as well. So we'll see what they do right here.
Joe Bowden under center, and it's a quick inside pitch that he takes outside by Anthony Lee, and I think that's what we're going to see as the answer to Boogie Mills coming out. You're going to see more Anthony Lee at that tailback position for Father Lopez. Father Lopez on first down, picks up a couple there. Looks like it's about 5 or 6 yards. He's going to bring up a 2nd and 4.
Still going no huddle. Tempo staying the same for the Green Wave offense.
Bowden out of the shotgun. Pistol formation with Anthony Lee, and Anthony Lee up the middle. Going to be close to a first down. This one's going to come down to a measurement as well. No, it is going to be just enough for a first down.
Yeah, it looks like, Tony, they're actually in the shotgun formation here. No running back behind Joe Bowden, and that gives Joe Bowden the option to run the zone read. He can run it. He can hand it off. It doesn't look like they're giving him that option too much. Look like design runs. But if they want to move to that, being in the shotgun allows them to do that.
Bowden takes a snap. Looks like maybe a little miscommunication as Lee took off, and Bowden was looking to hand the ball off there. So improvising, moving forward, falling forward, and picking up a couple yards there for Father Lopez.
Great.
Getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by outside linebacker Ryan Fagan for the Lakers on staying true to the scheme and making sure that he had the quarterback. Basically, it looked like Bowden got a little bit excited and forfeited carrying that fake out and tried to get up the middle for some yards.
Bowden, shotgun with Eastman outside as a wide receiver. Lee, this is going to be Lee, and he's tripped up. Lee seemingly frustrated as he saw a lot of daylight there, but tripped up from behind. But they do pick up 4 yards there, and we're going to see a 3rd and 6 now.
Lee tripped up by the 30-yard line on that play. And that can happen sometimes. I remember a play back when I was playing high school football. I ran the option, broke out. I was about 20 yards away from anybody. I started on my own 20. I was crossing the 30-yard line with nobody around me, and the dadgum chalk from the field got up and snagged my foot. Was one of the most embarrassing moments of my career. But that can happen from time to time. It looks like a Lakers plan is going down with cramps right now. Number 3, Jimmy Linden.
There is, we do have an injury timeout on the field right now. Your score, 4:47 left in the third quarter. Home team Windermere Prep, the Lakers up 16-13 on Father Lopez Green Wave. Good game so far, a lot of back and forth action we've been seeing. Home team, visitors, all the way over from Daytona Beach. Got a lot of weather coming in from Daytona Beach today, by the way. I had the opportunity to play some golf today out at Lake Nona, one of the most beautiful, not at Lake Nona, in Lake Nona. I wish I was playing at Lake Nona. I'd go out there and hang out with Ian Poulter, Graham McDowell, and those guys. We're playing out there in Lake Nona at a beautiful course out there. And much like we had earlier today where the rain just came out of nowhere and kind of put us in a weather delay, same thing out there when we were playing some golf today in a 4-man scramble. Rain comes out of nowhere, puts a stop to the golf outing that we had today as well. So,
and that's what you get here in August, September, and October in the state of Florida. Got to give a lot of credit to the Windemere Preparatory administration putting on a great game day experience. There are a ton of children out here playing on there's a water slide, there's a bounce house, there's all sorts of blow-up I don't know what else to call them, but
the bouncy houses,
the bounce house type of
basketball
material.
courts, and free food.
Free food for everyone in attendance today.
We got to take advantage of that, Kyle.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
we
right
got burgers and hot dogs right here behind me. I'm smelling this the whole game. Back to the action. What we've got going on here is an injury timeout as the Lakers, Jimmy Linden, down on the field. Not sure if he's cramping up. I mean, that's what it looks like, Kyle, but stretching him out a little bit, that left leg.
Looks like he has a hamstring or calf cramp. And, you know, one of those things that you can do to avoid that, Tony, Thursday nights, drink a jar of pickle juice. No pickles, but I used to drink a jar of pickle juice on Thursday nights because I suffered from cramps quite a bit when I was playing high school football. And what I did to combat that was eat a lot of bananas and drink pickle juice. And somehow, some way, that made a difference. Not the most appetizing liquid to be drinking, but nonetheless served its purpose.
And that made you the man you are today. Pickle juice and bananas, Kyle. I love it. You high school athletes out there listening to this, heed his words.
If you don't want cramps.
The Cramp Master. I'm Tony Comas. Kyle Israel, former quarterback at University of Central Florida. He knows what he's talking about. Back to the action now. His father, Lopez, 3rd and 6, a big 3rd down and 6 from the 35. And Joe Bowden giving Windermere Prep a little taste of their own medicine as he takes the ball around the outside. Not going to be enough for a first down, so it's going to be an interesting call here for head coach Jason Dunlop. There is some laundry on the field, though, and this could be big, resulting in a first down if it is something that's going against the Lakers, and it is. It's going to be a personal foul against the Lakers. Face mask penalty, taking them back 15 yards. Again, penalties keeping this drive alive.
Penalties have kept a number of drives alive for both teams. Those are something you're going to want to eliminate, especially ones like a face mask penalty. Those are big chunk yards that you're giving away to the offense for free.
Bowden shotgun, takes a snap, inside handoff, and that's going to go to Boogie Mills, who's checked back into the game. Goes around the left side. Looks like he picks up about 3 yards.
And it'll be interesting, Tony. The Green Wave offense kind of lulling the Lakers defense to sleep right here. A number of run plays to start this drive off. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Joe Bowden here have a play action from the shotgun and take a shot down the field, because you can start to see the Lakers defense creep closer and closer to the line of scrimmage.
We got some celebrities here in Windemere Field too as well. Kyle, I'll talk to you about that after this play. As Bowden keeping it himself and finding some room around the right side, and cuts back to the left. Finally tracked down. No, he's still going. You're not stopping Joe Bowden, not this vice president, as he makes it all the way into the end zone on what could be one of the most spectacular plays I've seen in a long time. Joe Bowden seemed to be down 3 times on that play, and that right there teaches you, Kyle, don't give up.
Don't give up. You want to keep your defense pursuing, and Joe Bowden, give him some credit, did a great job of breaking a number of tackles on that drive, really motivated to get down into the end zone, and that's what they're able to do, and that's going to give them the lead here with about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. But a great run by Joe Bowden, and I guess what I said did not take place. Did not look like he was tired on that play.
Calling him out at the 2-yard line, so no touchdown there, but a lot of talking. They're going to let him do it himself again, and him finishing off that play puts them up 16-9. That puts them up 19-16 now. That's a Green Wave touchdown, Joe Bowden. Nice long sustained drive there by the Green Wave. A lot of Joe Bowden, like you said, a lot of Joe Bowden. Boogie Mills, glad to see that he's okay, checking back into the game. Anthony Lee, nice job filling in for him while Boogie Mills was out. So 19-16 your score now on that Joe Bowden touchdown run. Extra point pending, and who else to kick the extra point?
Joe Bowden.
Joe Bowden. On to hold is Justin Bryant, looking to extend it to a 20-16 game. And Bowden puts it through the uprights, 20-16 now. 3:15 left in this third quarter. The Father Lopez Green Wave 20, Windermere Prep 16. So we're standing here, we're doing our broadcast here from Lakers Field, Windermere, Florida. And I'm looking over here to my left, and we've got former Magic point guard Jason Williams standing right here. You think he'd want to take a little one-on-one action over there at the Windermere Prep, the hoops courts?
He may want to, but I certainly don't. I don't want to embarrass myself with the likes of Jason Williams. But that's what you get in Windermere, Florida. A little bit more of an affluent area in the state. A lot of professional athletes, many Magic players, some professional baseball players, as well as some golfers and a number of different individuals. So a school like Windermere Prep is going to have students and athletes that are the children of famous athletes.
20-16, 3:15 left in the third quarter. 3 minutes, 15 seconds on that drive, Kyle, for the Father Lopez Green Waves to come down and retake the lead, reclaim the lead. A game that's gone back and forth two very evenly matched football teams here. Joe Bowden going to be handling the kicking duties once again for the kickoff. Let's see if they're actually going to kick this one off or make it a third onside kick attempt in a row.
Jet Lee is a dangerous returner to kick to. We've seen him at the safety position. We've seen him at the running back position. He has some athleticism.
And we do have a kick, and it is going to be fielded by Jet Lee at the 20-yard line. Lee cuts it up to the 25 and taken down at the 30. A good tackle there by the Green Wave. Matt Nix there coming in and kind of breaking down and not giving Jet Lee any other opportunity to go inside or outside.
And we'll see if the Lakers resume this methodical type of offense, move the ball down the field, small chunks at a time, converting on third and fourth down. They're going to have to go 70 yards to get in the end zone, Tony, and we've only seen them do that one time today. So is a big drive. If I'm Parker Davis, I go into the huddle and say, hey, guys, this is a big drive in this football game right now. Let's move the football. Let's keep the penalties to a minimum. And most importantly, let's hold on to the football. And if we can't score, let's at least punt and play the field position.
Two wide receivers set. Parker Davis under center. Ryan Sweet, tailback, and he gets the ball. Running, pushing the pile forward, and he's going to pick up 5 yards. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 5 as we tick under 3 minutes here in the third quarter.
Another great run by Ryan Sweet, doing what he's asked to do, pound the rock up the middle, getting 5 yards. And those are the type of plays that you want to see. If you can get 4 or 5 yards of play, that means you're going to convert first downs. And especially going against this Father Lopez defense that has a lot of their offensive starters on the field, you can really start to wear them down here if you're the Windermere Lakers.
Breaking news from Jason Williams. He is not going to be planning any kind of comeback for the Orlando Magic. Parker Davis takes it and pitches it out to the speedster Jet Lee, who goes around the left side there, picking up about 4 yards. It's going to be close. We're going to probably see a measurement here. He may be falling about 1 yard short, so that's going to bring up a 3rd and 1. Ball is going to be placed on the 39-yard line of Windermere Prep.
Great job by Isidore Wood coming downfield from the safety position, scraping down the line of scrimmage and making the tackle just short of the first down marker. And that's what you like to see. You like to see your linebackers and your defensive linemen. You like to see whole defense moving sideline to sideline and allowing a lot of your players to take some hits on these running backs and wear them down a little bit.
Windermere Prep set to take the snap. 3rd and 1, ball on their own 39-yard line as the third quarter ticking down. Parker Davis under center, and it's a quick handoff to Diciembre. And Diciembre, not much room that time. This one is going to be close, Kyle, as it's looks like he gets to about the 39.5-yard line.
Maybe just short. We may see another measurement here. Actually, they're gonna mark it as 4th down. We'll see what the Lakers do here. They have a big weapon in Diciembre. They elected to go to him on 3rd and short. Let's see if they go with him again or if they're going to go with a punt.
Decision time again for Jacob Doss.
Got to think that Jacob Doss has been around the game long enough, played quarterback at Wyoming, the head coach for the Lakers. He knows how important field position is in a game, and he's going to elect to take a timeout to think about this and what he wants to do here, because if you do not convert the first down, you're giving a powerful offense in the Green Wave and Joe Bowden the ball in great field position, basically on the 40-yard line, going the other way. So you got to make sure that you have the right play call in for this play if you do elect to go for it on 4th down. And if not, you want to make sure you have your punt team and your punt coverage ready to go to get down the field and really try to control the field position in this football game.
Play on Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play on Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/playonnetwork. Keep up with all high school action every week from your destination for high school sports. It's playonsports.com. I'm Tony Comas with Kyle Israel here at Lakers Field. What's turned out to be a beautiful night here in Windermere, Florida.
We will mention, Tony, the start time at the 5 p.m. start time today due to the fact that there are no lights here at Lakers Field. So as the sun starts to set a little bit, it could be interesting here later in the fourth quarter as far as visibility is concerned.
Head coach Jacob Doss of the Lakers electing to go for it again. We'll see if they actually snap the ball or maybe a hard count from Parker Davis. Under center, no. It's going to be Parker Davis, and he's electing to keep it himself. And he looks like he's going to have it. He's going to have that keeper picking up 2 yards. A first down for the Lakers. Moving the chains again, Parker Davis.
Coach Jacob Doss electing to go with a play that we haven't seen so far. They run the triple option from under center. I don't ever think that he was actually thinking about giving it to DeCiembre up the middle, but elected to try to push it outside. He had the pitch option with Ryan Sweet, but he was able to get the first down, and that's what the Lakers do. They use all 4 downs to get first downs, and that's how they keep these drives alive.
And their dreams for a touchdown as well, Kyle. I'll agree with you there. Parker Davis under center. It's a handoff to Ryan Sweet. Ryan Sweet finding some room, running tough between the tackles, and he's going to pick up about 7 yards there on first down. A good gain on first down, leaving short, a second and short as this third quarter slowly ticking to an end here. We'll see if the Lakers have to run one more play or not.
Ryan Sweet looks to have some sort of wrist or hand injury here, and he's coming off the field, and that's a big loss for the Lakers here on this crucial 2nd and 4.
5'8" senior, one of the captains of this Windermere prep team. Having a good season so far, seeing a lot of touches week in and week out. We always hate seeing these kids come off the field. Parker Davis under center takes a snap, and it looks like there might have been, no, it's going to be the end of the quarter right there. So they tried to get the snap off before the end of the quarter. Didn't happen. So after 3, you've got Father Lopez, the Green Waves leading 20-16 over the home team, Windermere Prep Lakers.
And Ryan Sweet looks to be in a lot of pain over there. May have hit his funny bone, may have strained that wrist a little bit, but looks like they're working on his wrist. I know he's a guy that they're going to want to get back in here because 20-16 now, Tony, moving into the fourth quarter. The way that these two teams have been electing to run the football and not really getting to the passing game in the second half, this quarter is going to move by quickly. That third quarter, you saw one drive by the Lakers and then another drive, one drive for each team in the third quarter. So if that holds true here in the fourth quarter, this may be one of the last possessions that the Lakers will have to get down the field and score. And you're going to want your main running back, Ryan Sweet, in the game for that.
Keep in mind, Windermere Prep, the Lakers playing without one of their captains today, Garrett Hall. Garrett, a guy that plays that middle linebacker position, also plays a little tailback, but more importantly, a senior on a team that's very young. And, you know, when you're missing one of those senior leaders on the field, they've got to pick up and really take a role on the sideline, which we see Garrett doing.
And it helps a guy like Parker Davis. Young, he's in his first season as a starting quarterback for the Lakers. It always helps to have a guy, a senior like Ryan Sweet, to count on number one in the running game. And then again, just for some game management reasons as well. But Parker Davis seems to have this offense under control, and we'll see if they can keep moving the football here at the start of the fourth quarter.
Davis under center. He's got Jimmy Linden out to his right. Takes a snap, rolling out to his left. Puts the ball up in the air, and the completion is made by the wide receiver out there. That's going to be Chris Grandjean. Moving the chains once again. That's going to move the chains for a first down for the Lakes. First down and 10. Ball's going to be spotted at the 45-yard line.
And I've been waiting for number 4's number to be called all day, Tony. Chris Grandjean, 7 receptions, 115 yards, and a touchdown on the season. He has big play potential, but I like what Coach Doss. Get Parker out of the pocket there, roll him out to his dominant side, and deliver the football for an easy first down.
Davis under center. He takes a snap, and it looks like the give is to. That's going to go to Jet Lee, and Jet Lee takes the ball up the middle, down to about the 36-yard line, bringing up a 2nd and 1. Ball's going to be short third down possession here, short second down attempt here. And what they're doing is getting that chunk yardage. Great play calling on first down, putting them in good positions for the 2nd and 3rd down.
Yeah, absolutely. If you can get to the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and short, the Lakers have shown that they know how to convert when it comes to that down and distance. So makes to be a potential opportunity for another first down to keep moving the chains here.
Davis under center. Allen Lee, the lone setback. It's a ball. It was supposed to go to the up back, Decembre, and the ball went straight up into the air and recovered by Ryan Moen of the Green Wave. So there's it is. There's the turnover. 4th quarter. When you're trailing, there's the first time we saw Parker Davis as a freshman.
Yeah, absolutely. And they tried the inside trap to Daniel Decembre that they've had success with so far in the game. Got to give credit to the Green Wave defensive line. We're able to get back into the backfield. That play is very difficult sometimes, the mesh point. If you don't get it just correctly, it could turn into a turnover. That's exactly what happened. Joe Bowden with the handoff to Boogie Mills, and Mills makes his way up for just about an 8-yard gain. Boogie Mills making his way through that Lakers' second line of defense and does a great job of getting 8 yards there on first down. And now the Green Wave offense is here moving again.
10:24 here in this 4th quarter. 20-16, the Green Wave lead. It's going to be a 2nd and short ball at midfield. Bowden takes a snap, gives it to Boogie Mills, who's got room around the left side there and able to pick up about 6 yards on the play. So Boogie Mills running straight downhill right now, Kyle.
Jet Li with a tackle right there really gave him, Boogie Mills, all that he could handle. But Boogie Mills is doing what you like to see in good running backs. He's falling forward every play. He's not getting driven backwards to end his runs. He's falling forward, and that's how you get these extra hidden yards in these football games.
Joe Bowden taking the shotgun snap, elects to keep it, going around the outside, spins back around to the inside. Not much gain there, maybe 1 or 2.
It's a good job by Chris Grandjean at the corner position for the Lakers, staying home, getting off his block, and forcing Joe Bowden back inside, and then eventually making the tackle.
Bowden in the shotgun, the Green Wave wasting no time here as he pitches it outside to Boogie Mills, who finds a lot of room, breaks 2 tackles there, finally brought down for a big gain there. And the Green Wave moving the football up and down this field right now. Joe Bowden, Boogie Mills giving this Lakers defense all they can handle.
And now here's the tempo of the football game, the no huddle. That is now starting to wear on the Lakers a bit. You can see that at the line of scrimmage. You can see that with the offensive linemen of the Green Wave from Father Lopez are able to get to that second level and start to put some pads in their hands on those linebackers for the Lakers, and that's going to allow a little bit more yardage, a little bit more of a crease for a guy like Boogie Mills to make his way through, and that's all you can ask if you're Boogie Mills. Give me a shot, get your hands on the linebackers, and let me make a play, and so far he's been able to do that.
Jet Li checking out for the Lakers. Bowden takes a snap, and it's a pitch out to the outside for Boogie Mills, who's making 1-2 moves, getting down inside the 10-yard line for Father Lopez. That's going to be good enough for a first down right there, moving the chains, and Father Lopez is going to have a first down and 10. Ball looks like it's going to be right around the 10-yard line.
Great job of pursuit by the defensive end, number 83, Ben Daring for the Lakers. Saved what looked like to be a potential touchdown.
Not wasting any time. Joe Bowden back in the shotgun, taking the snap, and it's more Boogie Mills as he finds his crease there in the middle, picking up what looks like to be about 4 yards. Lulling them to sleep, you said, late in that 3rd quarter, Colin. It looks like that's what Father Lopez is doing right now, and not doing it nicely. They're pounding the ball down the Lakers' throats right now.
Absolutely. You got a matchup in the slot where the slot receiver's open. We'll see if they go to him.
Joe Bowden, inside handoff. More Boogie Mills, bounces it to the outside. A great play. That's a great play right there by the cornerback coming up, Chris Grandjean, and making that stop, because if he doesn't do that, it's 6 for Boogie Mills.
Great tackle by Chris Grandjean right there. Again, he folded inside on the play prior to this and allowed Boogie Mills to get down the sideline for a big gain. On this play, he learned from that mistake, stayed outside, didn't go for any of Boogie Mills' fakes. Boogie Mills electing to try and hurdle Grandjean, and Grandjean said, I'm not having any part of that. Mr. Mills.
Big third down here for the Lakers as a stop would keep it a one-possession game. Bowden takes a snap, and he dancing inside and outside. It looks like he may have put the ball on the ground, and he does. It's going to be Laker football. What a turn of events there for the Laker defense, coming up big inside the red zone, not once but twice today. Joe Bowden, maybe a little bit too much on his feet there.
Yeah, absolutely. And for our viewers, we had the same view as you. We weren't able to see that the ball came out from this angle, but it did. And nonetheless, now you have 8 minutes if you're the Lakers of Windermere. You have 8 minutes to drive down the football field and put a score in to go ahead. A field goal doesn't do you any good at this point unless you move down the field quickly. But again, a lot of those guys that were just on the field for the Green Wave, including Joe Bowden, are out on the field, and they may be just a little bit tired.
It's Parker Davis time again as the Lakers come out on offense. 1st and 10, ball going to be on the 2-yard line. They trail 16-20, and Parker Davis looks like there was another fumble on the play, and I apologize for the delay in the calls. No, okay, there's ruled an incomplete pass.
Yeah. And that's what you get when you roll a quarterback that's left-handed out to his right. It's sometimes hard for them to square their shoulders and be able to deliver the football. And with a guy in his face, Parker Davis doing what he can on the goal line. If you take a sack there, it's a safety. So he got rid of the football, lived to play another down, showing some maturity from the freshman quarterback.
2nd and 10, ball still on the 2-yard line of the Lakers, deep in their own territory. Parker Davis under center, Ryan Sweet, the tailback. Davis taking the snap. And it's going to be a handoff to Ryan Sweet, who finds some running room, and big pickup getting them out of that dangerous area there and giving Parker Davis and the Lakers a little room to breathe there. Great job by Ryan Sweet.
Good job by the Lakers offensive line right there as a whole to create some running lanes for Ryan Sweet. Ryan Sweet, as you can see from our angle, kept 2 hands on the football, understands that a turnover here is detrimental to potentially being able to win this football game. Kept 2 hands on the football, made his way through the line of scrimmage, got his 10 yards, and got down. Unlike where Joe Bowden tried to create a little bit extra, tried to gain some extra yards there close to the goal line and turn the ball over. So ball security, my coach used to say ball security is job security, yours and mine.
Parker Davis under center. And he is going to, little shuffle pass there out to Ryan Sweet as the defensive front 4 came bursting through that line. And it looks like going to be about a loss of maybe 1 or 2, potentially no gain on that play. So that one was blown up at the line of scrimmage.
Blown up at the line of scrimmage, and now, like you saw in the first quarter when Father Lopez had some success stopping the Lakers, they started to elect to go to more of a blitzing game and bringing guys off the edge, off the perimeter. Because, again, Parker Davis is not the tallest guy in the world. At this point, he's only a freshman, so there's time for him to grow. But at this point in time, if you can get your hands up and in the face of Mr. Davis, it's going to be difficult for him to see down the field.
2nd and 10, 7:14 left here in this 4th quarter. The Lakers trail the Green Wave 16-20. Davis takes a snap, and it's an inside handoff to Ryan Sweet, and Sweet going to be barreled up. Not much room to go there at all. So moving the chains early, one big run there by Ryan Sweet. The Lakers seem to be stalling a little bit there on the offense. Kyle, with 6 minutes, 45 seconds left in this 4th quarter, when does Parker Davis coming over to the sideline and getting the plays from Jacob Doss become an issue?
It becomes a little bit of an issue. You're starting to use a lot of time in between snaps, probably 10 to 12 seconds coming over to the sideline. The bigger issue for me is Parker Davis has not proved that he can deliver the football down the field consistently in this game. He's gonna have to put some passes together to move the ball here quickly.
Jimmy Linden split out right. Parker Davis under center. Ryan Sweet the lone setback. Parker Davis drops back, and there's that slant play again. And Linden, and it looks like there's going to be some contact called there as Linden looked to be wide open, but he was draped a little bit there by the Father Lopez defender.
Yeah, Joe Bowden, the quarterback for Father Lopez, in coverage right there is a pass that was thrown a little bit behind him, and the pass being behind him may have helped the Lakers, strangely enough, because it forced the wide receiver to slow down. Jimmy Linden to slow down, and that created a pass interference penalty.
Joe Bowden in on a lot of plays. I think Joe Bowden, much like a politician, just enjoys his name being called. Smart guy.
If you're an athlete, whether you play offense or whether you play defense, you want to be a part of the game as much as possible. Joe Bowden's the leader on this team. He's a junior quarterback. He's a junior corner. for the Green Wave, and he's going to have to make some plays here because they're certainly going to have to start airing it out late in this football game.
Parker Davis under center. Ryan Sweet. That's going to be Jet Lee in the backfield, and Jet Lee's the one that's going to be taking that handoff. Not much running room there at all, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and about 9 as the Lakers, watching this scoreboard clock tick down, trailing 20-16 to the Green Wave.
If I'm Jason Dunlap, the head coach of Father Lopez right now, I'm letting my guys know we cannot have any penalties here. Penalties today for Father Lopez have created opportunities for the Lakers to score, have kept this drive alive itself. You need to be able to not have any penalties because the Lakers haven't shown that they can move the ball consistently down the field without the help of Father Lopez.
Davis under center. Jet Lee, the setback, fullback to Sembre, and the give is going to be to Jet Lee. No room at all as the Green Wave swallow up Jet Lee. That's going to bring up a 3rd and long. Looks like he may have lost a couple on that play, so we'll call it 3rd and 7. Ball's going to be placed on the Lakers' 32-yard line.
And now you're just about to go under 5 minutes in this football game, Tony. This may be 2-down territory for the Lakers here because if you turn the ball back over with the way that Joe Bowden and Boogie Mills have been able to move the football here in the second half on that drive that they did have, it's going to be difficult to stop them late in this game, and you cannot go down by 2 scores with only 4 minutes left.
Keep your eye on number 4, Chris Grandjean here. They've gone to that slant play 3 or 4 times on 3rd down so far. Davis takes a snap, and he's going to be pressured, and he's going to go down for a big loss there. The Green Wave coming up big, huge on defense the last couple of plays. And Parker Davis, meet the Green Wave defense.
Meet Anthony Lee, the gentleman that shares your number on the other side of the football. That's you kind of expect some sort of rollout from Parker Davis. That's what they've been doing all day. And Anthony Lee stayed home like a defensive end should, forced Davis to stay inside the pocket, and ultimately ended up with a sack. And that's going to force the Lakers to punt here. So the Lakers defense is going to have to come up strong here in the 4th quarter to give their offense another shot at the end zone.
Danny O'Brien set back the kick, good snap. He's going to get a low line drive punt that is going down the left sideline and out of bounds. Not much on that punt right there as it goes out of bounds on the Father Lopez side of the football field, but the Green Wave are going to have great starting field position at their own 45-yard line. 3:53 left in this 4th quarter. The Green Wave 20, the Lakers 16. Kyle, the play calling seems to be very limited right now for Windermere. Coach Jacob Doss, are his hands tied with Parker Davis as far as maybe, you've got a freshman. You don't want to kind of hang him out there and put too much on the line, but maybe give him an opportunity to throw as well, or what's going through Coach's mind? Well,
Coach Jacob Doss, being a former Division I quarterback, I can guarantee you that he has plays in his playbook that he's not able to run right now. Yes, because Parker Davis is a freshman, and yes, because there is a learning curve there, especially when it comes to the passing game. And you just got to realize that the best athletes for the Lakers are their running backs, and that's the strength of this football team, and that's how they're going to be able to win games is by running the ball. So Coach Doss's hands are tied a little bit with play calling. You can certainly say that, and I think that Parker Davis will transition and mature into a good quarterback for this Lakers football team. But for the time being, they have a young team. They only have a few playmakers here and there, and that ties Coach Doss's hands just a little bit. And that's not something he's been used to. He's had 2 winning seasons in his first 2 years at Windermere Prep. The first 2 years of this program has even existed, and this year, after losing a number of players, he's kind of having to rebuild again, and you can see that today.
Bowden in the shotgun takes a snap, and it's going to be a handoff to Boogie Mills, and that play blown up from inception by Christian Meyer, who was a freight train driving through that offensive line of the Green Wave. A big play there for the Lakers as this clock continues to run. 3:35 left, and I guarantee you, I would think they're not going to be running such a no-huddle offense right now. You want that clock to tick.
And they still are, Tony, and I think that's just the way that they do it.
Bowden takes a snap, and it's going to be a designed run for him, and he gets a lot of that yardage right back as Bowden picks up 10 yards. And we're going to have about a 3rd and 5 for the Green Wave. Big 3rd down here for Windermere Prep. Joe Bowden in the shotgun, ball on their own 49-yard line. He takes a snap, and it's a handoff to Boogie Mills, who's dancing and not going to pick up the first down there. A great play by Jimmy Linden, bringing him down for only a gain of 2. So now 4th down and 3. What do you do if you're Jason Dunlap?
I got to punt the football here. The Lakers have not proven to me yet that they can drive the length of the field, especially with only 2 minutes left in this football game, about 2 minutes when they get the ball back. And so I'm going to have my best player, Joe Bowden, drop back, punt the football, and force this Lakers offense to make a long drive to win this football game.
And I'll see your best player, number 11, Joe Bowden, and I'll put mine back there for Windermere Prep in Ryan Sweet to return this punt. So we're going to see. Let's see what happens. Joe Bowden back to punt the ball for the Green Wave. Snap back. Bowden handles it, gets the punt off. A good punt and a fair catch called by Ryan Sweet. So this is potentially going to be it as the dark settles in here in Windermere, Florida. 2 minutes, 13 seconds left, and we're looking for a good finish, a great finish here at Lakers Field. 20-16. Lakers trying to come back and beat the guys from Daytona Beach, the Father Lopez Green Wave. Both teams looking to get that elusive first win of the season.
Yep, and these are things that you practice throughout the course of the week. You practice your 2-minute offense, and we'll see if they have anything to work with here as far as the Lakers are concerned. It doesn't look like they have the shotgun package in their bag of tricks, but right now you're going to see Parker Davis under center.
That is Parker Davis under center for the Lakers, and it's a play action. Ooh. And there's some contact downfield. It looks to me like a flag may have been drawn as Chris Grandjean was wide open until the defensive back, David Crespo, coming over the safety and breaking that up. I don't have the stripes on, so it's not my call to make. Ultimate result, 2nd down and 10 for the Lakers on their own 22-yard line as we see 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in this 4th quarter.
And the Lakers have used that play this year. They used the halfback pass with Garrett Hall, who's actually injured today, is not playing for the Lakers. They've connected with Grandjean on a 75-yard touchdown pass in a previous game. So that was a play that we knew they had in their playbook. They just showed it there. It's going to be hard to get another shot at a play like that.
Parker Davis under center, Ryan Sweet, the setback, 2 wide receivers set out. It's a handoff, inside handoff to Ryan Sweet, who's got some room, bouncing it to the outside, and he turns it up, gets that 5th gear there, and picking up 18 yards for the first down. So the Lakers giving themselves a little breathing room, and smartly by Ryan Sweet getting out of bounds to stop that clock.
Did a good job of getting out of bounds. The Lakers have 2 timeouts left here in the second half, so you want to conserve those as long as possible. Ryan Sweet gets his 18 yards, gets out of bounds, lives to play another down. And again, now you're starting to see this Lakers offense wear a little bit on the Green Wave.
1st and 10, ball on the Laker 40. 1:58 left in this game. The Lakers trail 16-20. Parker Davis takes a snap, and he's going to roll out to his left. The lefty stops, he sets, he throws back across his body to Decembre, and Decembre's the one picking it up, and that's a big guy, tough to tackle, and picks up about 6 yards on there. A risky throw by number 7. I think Parker may have gotten away with one there.
Parker Davis at least did a very good job of keeping his eyes down the field with pressure in his face. I would normally say, let's kind of refrain from throwing the ball back across your body to the middle of the field late. That was always a no-no as a quarterback, but with only 1 minute and 40 seconds left here in the game, got to do what you can to make a play. And they were able to gain a couple of yards, get themselves in position to get another first down and keep these chains moving here at late in this 4th quarter.
Parker Davis making plays with his arm. Parker Davis making plays with his feet. Decembre with a great catch there, concentration, and picking up 6 yards, 7 yards, bringing up a 2nd and 3.
And Johnny Damon makes his way right behind us.
And yes, that is Mr. Damon. Johnny Damon here at Windermere Prep, taking advantage of the free grub that's being given out here. So another celebrity sighting.
Strangely enough, Tony, there are no Williams and no Damons on this football team. So
not yet.
They may be on the middle school team.
Exactly.
Trying to see what the future holds here for Windermere Prep, but nonetheless, a couple of professional athletes made their way out here today.
Well, here we go. This is crunch time. 1:38 left in this ball game. A 2nd and 3 for Parker Davis. They trail 20-16, and it's an inside handoff. Ryan Sweet. This is going to be close to that first down mark. Ryan Sweet again, the workhorse today for the Lakers, doing a great job on the ground and on both sides of the football.
Absolutely, and the clock is going to stop. This is going to bring up
Timeout called
by the Lakers.
Parker Davis getting the play.
Official timeout.
Officially ruled no gain. Hey, officially ruled a gain of 2 on that. So we're going to be looking at a 3rd and 1. The Lakers from their own 47. Got to go.
The gain is short of the first down.
Got to go 50 yards here to get in the end zone. A field goal doesn't cut it, Kyle. They need the touchdown. Clock is running, 120, 119. Parker Davis under center. Ryan Sweet, the setback. Davis takes a snap, rolls out to his right, and looks for Grandjean. Grandjean making a diving attempt, doesn't do it. Probably a good thing he didn't catch that, or the last time out would have been burned right there for what looks like it may not even have been a first down.
Yeah, this is going to be the ball game right here, folks. Parker Davis, let's see what Jacob Doss can dial up. You only need 1 yard to keep this drive going, and that's sometimes you can lose focus. The key right here is getting this first down, extending the football game. It's not about getting a whole lot of yards or a big chunk play late in the football game. You just want to get the first down and keep your hope alive here.
Parker Davis, Decembre, and Ryan Sweet in the backfield. Parker Davis, this is going to be for the ball game. 4th and 1, hands it off to Ryan Sweet. Ryan Sweet up the middle, and he is going to get to
Close
the
to
49. That's going to be a first down.
Well, I don't know, Tony. They're going to measure.
Oh, boy. From me,
Oh, they might have got it.
it looks like a first down. The chain gang flipped that one over real quickly, and the official call is a first down. 1:04 left in this game. First down and 10, the Lakers. Ball on the 49. That's weird saying first down and 10 Lakers, isn't it?
We only have a minute left in the game, but we may only have a few minutes of daylight left out here at Lakers Field.
And I don't mean that in a sense of football-wise. I mean from a basketball standpoint. Parker Davis taking the snap and puts it up. And that is going to be intended for Grandjean and picked off by none other than Joe Bowden, who takes it down the sideline, folks. And what a great pick by Joe Bowden. Parker Davis making something happen, trying to make something happen, throwing it up to Grandjean here on the sideline, and Joe Bowden coming over from that safety position.
Tip ball, Grandjean. The footing on this field was certainly affected earlier in the day with the rain shower that we experienced. Grandjean not able to keep his footing. Ball pops up in the air, and Mr. Everything for the Green Wave, Joe Bowden, makes the interception, scoots down the sideline to add a couple yards to his statistics for the day, and looks to have sealed this victory and the first victory of the season for Father Lopez.
Still got to get that QB, that center to QB exchange down pat. It is 20-16 right now. 43 seconds left here in the game. Turnover by Parker Davis. Tip ball. Had an opportunity, gave Grandjean a chance to make the play. A tip ball resulting in that interception, as you had just said. And the Lakers are going to need a miracle right now. Joe Bowden still in the shotgun. Does that surprise you, Kyle?
It may just be it's just maybe what they do.
And there's an inside handoff, and that's going to go to Boogie Mills. And Boogie Mills running hard, picking up about 7 yards, 8 yards.
Yeah, a little bit surprised, Tony, that they're not taking a knee here.
Bad blood between Father Lopez and Windermere Prep here in Windermere.
I don't know if that's the case, but once you get so accustomed to a quarterback shotgun exchange, and now they will make their way under center.
There you go. Joe Bowden under center. This should do it as he takes the snap, and he's going to backpedal for the Green Wave. Take the knee, and that's going to count the clock down to your final score. Father Lopez Green Wave coming in from Daytona Beach, picking up their first win of the season. Windermere Prep's going to fall to 0-3. Head coach Jacob Doss, a great game today played by his freshman Parker Davis. Father Lopez, great game by guys Boogie Mills, by Joe Bowden. And Jason Dunlap is going to pick up his first win of the season. Father Lopez moving to 1-2. Windermere Prep going to be dropping to 0-3. Stay tuned for our player of the game, as well as our, I don't know, I lost my train of thought because of the donuts being thrown right there in my face. But we will also have the PlayOnSports.com post-game show as well. So stay tuned. In just a couple minutes, we'll be coming back with the player of the game and the post-game show.
Once again, thank you.
Welcome back to Windermere, Florida, and the PlayOnSports.com post-game show. I'm Tony Comas alongside Kyle Israel, and we just saw the Father Lopez Green Wave defeat the Windermere Prep Lakers by a final score of 20-16. A great game. Somebody came in here, both teams looking for that first win. One of them was going to leave with it, and it was Father Lopez, the Green Wave today, Kyle.
Came down to big plays, Tony, and I think Father Lopez just had more big plays on the day. Some turnovers certainly hurt both football teams, and led to some scores on both sides of the field. But again, it came down to big plays. Boogie Mills, Joe Bowden were able to create some big plays for the Father Lopez offense. Joe Bowden coming up with some big plays on the other side of the football at his cornerback position, kind of to seal the game away here at the end of the game. But again, a very competitive game by both teams. Father Lopez gets away with their first victory of the season. We'll head back over to Daytona, looking to get back into practice and see if they can keep improving as a whole.
Father Lopez, Boogie Mills, I'm very impressed with the freshman running back today with a touchdown run there in the second quarter to put the team up 13-9. A game that was going back and forth for all four quarters, and a great game for all the fans here to watch. Windermere Prep side, Jacob Doss, like you said, his team is falling to 0-3. Back to the practice fields. But a lot of great things that you can take away from a game like this today, especially from Parker Davis, guys like Ryan Sweet. Ryan Sweet, number 5 was all over the field today, whether it was on the offensive side of the football or the defensive side, him playing a defensive back position as well. Jet Lee getting some time on there and getting some yards as well. A lot to look forward to out of this young guy as well, moving potentially on to the next level? For Windermere Prep, what do you take from this football game?
Well, you were able to move the ball efficiently. You were able to convert some third and fourth downs, which is something with a young quarterback you always want to be able to do, and you're able to run the football. I think that as Parker Davis matures, as he gets bigger, faster, stronger, you will see the passing game start to evolve, whether it's this season or in future seasons for the Lakers. But the number one thing you're going to have to be able to do to stay competitive throughout the course of the season is run the football, and they showed that they can do that today. They certainly have Mr. Sweet back there, as well as partnered with Jet Li, and they're able to create some big plays through the running game, and your team was competitive. You came out, you played hard, you played all 48 minutes here in high school football, and were able to, be very competitive. And you just got to keep building. When you lose a lot of talent, you lose a lot of upperclassmen the season before, the number one thing that you need to be able to do the next season is stay consistent and have your players learning throughout the course of the season. I think Jacob Doss has showed that he's a great football coach here at Windermere Preparatory School, and he's going to have this team looking good moving forward. But there are some growing pains at this stage in the process, and this is only the third year that Windermere Prep has had a football program, has even been a school at all levels, pre-K through high school, and they have a lot of building blocks here. Great facilities, great fan support, a lot of positives for this program. Just got to put it together all in the field and win against a talented Father Lopez football team today that has some playmakers, and those playmakers did what they're supposed to do, and that's make plays and score points for the Green Wave. But, again, for both teams, a lot to take away. There had to be a winner that was going to get their first victory for the season today. That was the Father Lopez Green Wave.
We saw a little bit of everything out here today in Windermere, Florida. Some good football action, great facilities here. Got to meet some of the administration, some free food, and really a family atmosphere. Some NBA celebrities and Jason Williams, as well as you go the MLB side, Johnny Damon making his presence felt as well. So, Kyle, that's going to wrap it up here from Lakers Field, where the Father Lopez Green Wave defeated the Windermere Prep Lakers 20-16. We'd like to thank you for joining PlayOnSports.com's coverage of Friday Night Football from Windermere. Be sure to check PlayOnSports.com for information and links to all of our upcoming broadcasts. For our producer, Chris, for the videographer, Rich, and my partner, Kyle, I'm Tony saying so long. We'll hope you'll join us on next Friday night on your destination for high school sports and Friday Night Football, PlayOnSports.com.